to this degree that I know Henry so far, I don't think he would have a problem with going first. No. All right, cool. Well, we'll do Henry first, and we'll circle back to you, Kylie. So Henry Goldkamp, my classmate, hopeful, actual friend in the future when things get back to normal. Henry Goldkamp lives in New Orleans, where he is an MFA student at the City University. Recent work appears or is forthcoming in Yemisi, 14 Hills, South Carolina Review, Nat Brute, Bear Review, Diagram, Denver Quarterly, Notre Dame Review, Rhino, Indiana Review, Barrow Street, Split Lip Mag, and Cut Bank, among others. He is the recipient of an Academy of American Poets Prize and serves as a poetry reader for the Adroit Journal and Bayou. He has been nominated for the Pushcart and Best of the Net prizes on several occasions. His public art projects have been covered by Time and NPR. St. Louis is his patron city.
Thank you for that wonderful introduction. So I'm going to read 5 poems. I'm going to try and keep it at 15 minutes. There was some experimentation before this. So this is going to be fun. When I was throwing together what I'm going to read tonight, I was just like, yeah, I guess it's going to start sad and then end drunk or fun. It'll end with fun. So this first poem is from a series of what I call elegettes, and it's for my friend John that passed away on January 5th, and he was a great man. And so this is for him, and that's what we're going to start with. So Isaac we did a test, and it should show up fine in terms of this first run around. So we will go ahead and let me put on speaker view so I can kind of see myself. This. All right.
So death blows his little fucking trumpet. Big deal, says the boy. What causes the sauce? We weren't hipsters on the American train. We're just South City trash with regular hair. Our clothes tight as a gas receipt on the street. Our tattoos cost like $20, and Chico would give you Xanax between your front teeth to relax. Chew the bitter up quick, and it works better that way. We never said Xannies and never said Vikes, but Xanax and Vicodin in keeping with their Italian elegance. The sauce has real shelf life, our endless debit cards rupturing the Regions app of a last electric dollar spent on meat omelets at 6 in the courtesy diner morning. The driest eyes you've ever seen. With our peer, our server on Mensch's death, refilling our ice water 10 times smiling. Fuck the juice, low the cold water. I miss eating eggs with you, John. Lord, let my grief keep simple. The giant knight calling me calling the bank, begging them to take away that absolutely absurd $36 overdraft fee. Yelling into the next room, John, come get on the horn. I called to hear you.
Whoa.
Answer your voice.
That bled into another one. But that's not what I want to read to you. So this next one is called Sabreta, to be sung in rounds. And so this was the experiment that went awry. And so I'll share this experiment with you that I just did. Let me see here. I'm no Zoom extraordinaire.
Given the circumstances, aren't we all? After all, this is the life is a miniseries of prescriptions. Rose-tinted plastic, Percocet glasses, long phones, pin-style chairs, the glass of power of a sterile bouquet. It's been so long. Oh, daffodils, get away my paper cells. Since the high school side of Gangula, my clear cell family history is or gnats. Took me to the meadow. Feed me water from a mustard hose. Dribbles across my chin. The grass is green forest. The profane in me is fluttered away. I laugh at Elysium. It's some shrill. Away of wing. Fluttered away. I laugh at Elysium. Fluttered away. It's insect shrill. Rubbing away of wing. Laugh at Elysium. Rubbing away of wing. The rubbing away of wing.
Got a little help from my friends there. And I'll go ahead and try and redo that because as it turns out, as I'm sure you realized, 5 of me was a bit too many to quite make it out. So this is called Sabreta, to be sung in rounds. I'm as smart as I can be given the circumstances. Aren't we all, after all, this is the life? Is a mini-series of prescriptions. The rose-tainted plastic, the Percocet glasses, the glow of the phone, is a sterile bouquet, is a flabby, cold, open pair of arms. It's been so long since the high-mindedness of, oh, spring, of, oh, daffodils, tickling my pleasure cells. I swipe right on Gongula. Or gnats, no allergies. Some family history of heart disease. I'm good to go. Float me to the meadow. Feed me water from a mustard jar. Water dribbles across my chin. The grass is green for it. The profane in me is fluttered away. I laugh at Elysium. Its insect shrill, the rubbing away of wing. A little clearer that way. This next one, we have to get a little professional for. You know, it's very sad when people die. And growing up in basically the Midwest, St. Louis is where I'm from, sort of a Midwestern death cult going on there. And so we end up getting a very nice sense of humor about it. So this next poem is called Elegy for Imaginary Child. Now this is one thing I didn't quite test, but I hope that it can show up. It went like this. My life. His life. It was supposed to go like this. My life. His life. And then he could take it from there. So obvious. The universe is broken and must right now. Cough on his form.
Go back to names. Zombie. Sure.
Are you born again?
Yeah.
You big fucking babies! Knowing who will die is easy to predict. All my claims, small, amount to an unneedy slush. What's it like to kiss a man? One with only one tongue. The city is contagious. I sign my crosses faster than a doctor's ampersand. The mosquitoes share their needles and sad songs. Maybe there's another river, one without such queer sachets, but I don't know. I don't dance much, though I can step on it good. Throw a chicken legs out a moving window, the fry oil bag and the old cup of Coke. Not really a dance, I know. But it does offer dogs a mouth to water, a splinter to choke on, her ulcer here, our mouths. It's ashtray, early Friday, the bargain hunter hunting for neck and wishbones. Yeah, happy. The canine impression, we leave by usual, slips by a traffic light. All you can eat, models welcome, injured all night, walk-ins welcome. Thank you, sweetheart. I hope I wasn't muted. Could you hear me okay? I have one more poem. And it's called Devotional with Bubble Machine. I don't know how many of you have a bubble machine, but they're important and you should get one. It's sort of like the gift that keeps on giving. Too close. This is a mistake. So I'll be sopping wet by the end of this, and that's okay. I'd like to start this with, we sort of forget as like adults to make strange faces and funny sounds. And so I would like you all just to try, you can unmute it at the end for sure. It's sort of the finale. So I think that, remember when you were a kid and you would just go, isn't that a nice sound? I love that sound. And that's really the sound that sort of created this poem. And so this is called Devotional with Bubble Machine. And the afterlife concoction was positively stylized and self-rewarding. It goes like this. Opposite the Big Bang is the Big Crunch, the in extremis collapsar of the universe. Collapsing on itself directly, another bang happens directly, and so turns over and over. The universe spiring spirum in a and per. Chance is the human mind, is the only thing comprehending. Time once dead, the spirit forwards to the crunch and begins mint. You will come back as a turtle, a note card, a fleck of lead paint, etc., infinity, etc. In your way, one gets to be everything ever, because all the banging, rebanging into oblivion. It is important this shall not end, because this unpoppable knot is called heaven. It is important you shall not end, for all your sing-songy deaths fill slick its iridescent shell. So sponge this evening, so soap. And then this is where everyone can unmute themselves and just go, thank you.